Hey guys, good morning. What is up? Derek from Bomb Socks here. Good to be with you on another exciting episode of BOM-BITES, where we're here to help you feast upon the words of Christ, and we're going to do it one bite at a time. So yesterday we covered Mosiah 7, where we talked about how King Limhi really encourages his people to put their trust in God with full purpose of heart and serve him with all diligence of mind. And as they do that, they're going to get delivered out of the mess that they have gotten themselves into. So chapter 8, Limhi encourages Ammon. He goes, "Hey, Ammon, will you tell all of the people about what's been going on in the land of Zarahemla?" And I love how the first thing he brings up is he starts teaching about King Benjamin. In verse number 3, it says, "He rehearsed unto them the last words that King Benjamin spoke unto them." And that apparently had so much of an impact that Ammon's like, "I got to tell you about King Benjamin." And so he shares that message with them. And they start talking back and forth about stuff that's been going on. And Limhi says, "Hey, we sent several years ago a group of 43 men up to try to find Zarahemla, and we couldn't find it. In fact, what they found is they found this civilization where they saw these dead men's bones and weapons and records. And so they got these records and brought them down. And particularly, there were these 24 gold plates that they found. And Limhi says to Ammon, he's like, "I can't translate these things. Do you know of anybody who can translate them? Because I want to know." In fact, he says there, "I am desirous to know of the cause of their destruction." And we find out later on that these are jaredite plates as they went through and studied these out. But Ammon says, "I know a guy." It's always good to know a guy, right? He goes, "I know a guy. And he is a seer." And he explains, this is verse number 13. He says, "O king, I know of a man who can translate the records. He has wherewith that he can look, and he can translate all the records that are of ancient date. And it is a gift from God. And the things are called interpreters," which refers to the Urim and Thummim and the footnotes. "No man can look upon them except he's commanded, and he should look lest he should look for that which he ought not, and should perish. Whosoever is commanded to look in them, the same is called a seer." And it's called a high gift from God. He goes in verse 15, he goes, "A seer is even greater than a prophet," which I think that's kind of cool. Ammon said that a seer is a revelator and a prophet also. But he goes through and he says, "But a seer can know of things that are past, things that are to come, and things that all things that shall be revealed. Or rather, shall secret things be made manifest, hidden things shall come to light, and things which are not known shall be made known by them. And also things that shall be made known by them, or otherwise could not be known." And it goes on and says, this man, this seer, becomes a great benefit unto his fellow beings. And so with that in mind, I can testify right now on this earth, we are led by Russell M. Nelson, and he is not only a prophet, because prophets prophesy, he does that. He is not only a revelator, revelators reveal. He is a seer. And what do seers do? Seers see, meaning they see things that are past, present, and future. And you might think, seeing things that are past and present, yeah, I can do that. But be able to see things that are the future, and not like a soothsayer or some fortune teller type of thing. When you've got a man who tells us in conference, 6 months ago, he says, "Look, this upcoming conference is going to be unlike any other conference you've ever had." When he starts telling us a year or so ago about home-centered church, when he starts telling us things about, look, we're going to make temples available where you can get married civilly, and then you don't have to wait a year. You don't have to wait that customary year. You look at this time period. Now, did Russell M. Nelson see the coronavirus affecting us? I don't know. I don't have the mind and will of God here. I don't have the mind and will of a prophet. But he knows enough to be able to see. And when you see, you are able to be of great benefit. You see secret things that are going to be made manifest. You see hidden things that come to light. And you see things which are not known that are now able to be made known. One of the greatest examples of seers is, I look at Gordon B. Hinckley. Gordon B. Hinckley, you remember back in 1995, if we're going back here, the family at that time was doing pretty well. Concerns just like always. But here Gordon B. Hinckley in 1995 gives what is called the family a proclamation to the world. And he gives it at a women's meeting, and it was wonderful. But a lot of people are just like, okay, this is cool. But you look at now, I can see a seer seeing well into the future and seeing that our world right now, and families are in desperate need of that doctrine right there. So that's the beauty. I love the fact that we are led today by not only a prophet and revelator, but we are led by a seer, and he becomes a great benefit to his fellow beings, and I love him. A great little discussion you might have right now with your families, or in a journal or whatever, is just what benefits have I seen from having a seer in my life. And that's just, I love that message right there. I think it's so cool to be able to know that we are led today by prophets and apostles who also have the gift to be able to see. Because in this crazy world where things are so uncertain, it's good to know that someone can see. And as we listen to them, they will be a great benefit to us. So anyway, I hope that message helps you out today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for sharing. You guys have an amazing, wonderful day. Godspeed. See ya.